Good morning, or afternoon, or evening. I don't know where you are, but you're very welcome to join me on my single player world. My name is Farley. We have a wandering trader who is invading in the background, and this is my channel at Astro Draconis. We are playing on my single player Cobblemon world, and hello, Matt. Good morning to you. I hope that you have a lovely day ahead. We are going to be finishing off one of the walls today, or at least finishing as far as I can get to it for right now. I think I like where we're at with it. I do think there's something still missing, but I can't put my finger on what. But we shall have a look. And once I've done that, we're going to spin the wheel a little bit and go exploring. But in general, we're going to probably do a lot of Pokemon hunting and exploring today, because why not? We haven't done that in a while. So, what have I been up to? Well, a lot of that has been working on the big old wall surrounding my village. And let's get into the middle of the village. We've done a nice road here. Hello, Barry. It's lovely to meet you. Welcome to the channel. My name's Farley, and I'm just showing off what we've been doing in the starter village where I've lived since starting my world. We've got this big wall here. So it's this part over on this side, and as you can see, it continues all the way over there. So I've been working on this since last week. We got most of it finished yesterday. We added like the walls on the side here just to give it a bit of extra shape. Yeah, very energetic, very nice. Well, thank you. I try. Don't say that on a Monday morning though, when I have my 10:30 streams. I am often very listless and it takes a bit to get going, but I do try to feel a bit upbeat and really dig in because I enjoy Cobblemon. I enjoy the game, and I enjoy streaming. I like having a good chat with folks. So we've been adding like these little side bits, adding walls just to add a bit of extra shape, and to make it just stand out a little bit rather than just being a flat surface. I added these pillars this week, so we actually did a bit of chopping around to get a few more logs, and I think it was worth it, honestly. I really like how that's looking now. And part of the lore for the world is my world journalable. No, it is not. This is just my single player stream world. It is a dedicated project I'm working on. This is not an SMP or anything, so I'm not accepting players to it. But thank you for asking. It's really lovely that you would take the time to ask that. I have played on some multiplayer worlds. For example, I'm part of the Obsidian Refuge, which is, if you follow the Battlecraft SMP or the Cobblemon X Create, Vert has a community server, which if you're a subscriber to his channel, you can join. We've had quite a good run there. It's a bit quiet at the moment, but there are big plans for post 1.7, which we should be getting more on soon. But yes, we're going to add the wall bits onto this wall today, and then we're going to go out into the world, and we're going to explore, and we're going to have some fun. And one of the other things I did recently, about a month ago, is I did this granite wall floor, or rather road, that runs through the entire town. And you can see it here on the mini-map, just how much of the town it goes around. I'm still really pleased with how it looks, like, just for the town. But yes, once we've gotten the wall done, or at least the majority of it, we're going to go explore. We're going to spin the Cobblemon wheel to see if try and hunt a few targets. And then other than that, we're just going to go explore some areas of the map I haven't been to yet. Because I feel like we're overdue that. If you were here on Monday, you saw me attempt to go into the deep dark, and then I ran away like a cowardly custard because the deep dark is terrifying. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. Well, they're either lying or they're way braver than I am. And it's probably the latter. But yeah, did anyone watch the 1.7 streamer showcase they had running on the Cobblemon creator server last night? I was hanging out in Vert's chat. I'm one of his moderators, so I got to... I was hanging out there and seeing people's reactions. I know Duck was streaming, and I know quite a few other content creators were also streaming. What did you think? Did you enjoy it? Do you like what's coming? Totally reasonable, coming from another certified wuss. I mean, it is terrifying. And, you know, because it's a single-player world, I'm by myself, so there's that added element of, ah! But, did summon a warden, ran away, did not get knocked out, but we made a safe room, we have a waypoint over there, so at some point, we will have to go back and try again. I do want to try and loot the chests, but we had so many shriekers that were like side to side. It was terrifying. It was like the worst luck. The worst possible luck you could possibly have was in that ancient city. But yeah, so we're gonna do this and then this one in the middle. I don't know if I need it on this one, or maybe just on the edge. But yeah, who was watching the creator showcase? Like, did you have a favorite moment? Did you have a favorite flying Pokemon? Like, the riding looks so good. And I can say for sure that it's good, because I did actually have the pleasure of being asked to help out with one of their dev videos. I got to wear a special skin for it and helped with just some of the recording. If you saw their teaser, which showed the mounted combat, I was on the Charizard in that one. It was a lot of fun. I'm in love with what was shown in yesterday's teaser. Duck did a lot of his own theory crafting on Superflat with Dev's help before the tournament. Love it! And I know he was doing that afterwards as well. It was getting not busy in Vert's chat, but I was definitely oh no, I've done this the wrong way around. No! Typical. But we had a few good chats in Vert's stream. Near the end of his, Slippy was there and having a chat with iMan25 and Vert, just answering a couple of questions. And it's just interesting to hear in general what people's reactions were. Like, everyone was super enthused. I'm very biased for my favorite man because it's my favorite mon as well, that being Bronzong. Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with being biased in favor of a particular Pokemon, honestly. Like, a couple of my favorites are not in yet, which does make me, like, on the one hand, I'm a little bit sad about it because I'm so looking forward to riding them. But on the other hand, it's because they're not ready. And I would hate for them to be adding them in before they're ready, you know? That's brick and deep slate wall. So, But, like, I love the Noibat. I think Noibat is so good. Not really feeling this one. I think because it's not, like, got a center thing, it's not quite... Because it's even number, not odd. Oop. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, we'll stick with that. We can always hang some torches from, or rather lanterns from out here like that too. Flygon is what I particularly like seeing flying. Yes! I'd actually say, like, some of the glide Pokemon are a little difficult, like the Gyarados. I saw Duck sort of trying that one. I actually found Charizard quite difficult to control versus Noivern, which I didn't expect. Like, it's not a bad thing, it was just a bit odd. Alright, the shape on this one is a little... I think we're going to need a little help from a bit higher up. There we go. Let's try from up here. And then we do... There. Oh, that's too high. It specifically needs to be there. There we go. I'm not sure which one Charizard is. Charizard is, I think, a little bit glide, but it's one of those that definitely twists upside down quite a bit, which, like, oh, I did not enjoy that. But they did talk about the anti-nausea, like, flight mode camera, and it's not ready yet. But they are working hard on it, but it's not going to be ready in time for release, which, you know, that's a shame. Especially because I know that, like, there are going to be some folks like who are going to have the motion sick feeling. I definitely did have a little bit of that, but I will say in its defense, I'd much rather they get it right than try and release it and make it worse. And like they're really dedicated on making it really good. No, they tried. It's not, the motion sickness camera isn't quite ready for release, but they're going to be working on that as a, like, to try and get that out as soon as possible. So fingers crossed, but it's a lot of hard work. Like, I'm not surprised it's going to take a little while, you know? But what I did find is certain Pokemon types that for the flying, changing the camera view, like switching from first person to F5 or vice versa, actually made it much easier to do for me when I was doing the testing. So, like, some of it is going to be like, yeah, the hard work and dedication of that team is insane. They're so creative. Like, they deserve all the respect and love, to be honest. I'm really excited to see what people come up with all the new stuff getting added. I'm looking forward to, like, adding some of that stuff into this world. Like, I'm looking forward to the cooking. The cooking is going to be really good. I need 10 Farmer Delights. They're, like, I believe they said that, like, they're making, like, some compatibility with that as well, which, banger choice. As it should be. Alright, then put that there, and put that there. So how many is it? Dupe. Oh, good. That paces out perfectly. Nope. And then here and here. And dupe and dupe. Excellent, so that's that bit done. And then next bit. And some creatives too. Oh yeah. I think there's going to be so much fun with all the things that people are going to be able to do. And, like, I think the more Pokemon that get released as well, everybody's favorites, that's going to really make people happy too. And I like some of the new animations, like both for combat and just in general. Like, I'm in love. Like, their team is so good. Like, I wouldn't have the first idea how to make any of that. Oh no, this is one off. Oh. Unless, oh no, I'll do this. It's not perfect, but it'll do. There we go. I think there's going to be some really interesting mod pack updates. Like, I'm hoping someone does, like, a dedicated race course mod, like, world, like, map that people can download and do challenges. Like, for Nox Crew have Terra Swoop Force. Can you imagine a Terra Swoop Force map that is, like, specifically for flying Pokemon? Like, that kind of challenge map would go so hard. And, like, you'd get, like, maybe some default mount speeds for the challenge. Like, you have to show off like what your speeds and stats are. And like you can get really competitive with all of that. But like making like race maps, I think could be really like I think you could get a lot of attention that way. You can like proper like if there aren't any speed runs of Cobblemon racing, like I will be genuinely shocked because there's no way. And then over here. All right, so we filled in a little bit over here for anyone who visited before. Like this was all stone and carved all the way up. I filled this in yesterday, and I think it came out quite well. It looks a little bit more natural now after taking a huge chunk of stone out. Stuff like that would be cool for an SMP. Yes. Like I have thoughts. I have plans. For the Obsidian Refuge Season 2. When we get around to that, I definitely want to do some shenanigans, race-wise, or race-related rather. But we'll see what happens. No. Even now, that doesn't look right. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. So now we've got a bit more shape to the wall, which is my like main concern. Like because we use like there are a couple of blocks here and there where I've done some chipped blocks, like you can see down here, like slightly fuzzier. But overall, like because it's one very singular, like it's one singular block, so it's really, to be honest, it's really boring to look at otherwise. But like breaking it up with like different shapes to it, like having the spruce logs, especially with the iron band, like that gray matches so well. Like that's important, I think, for like it breaks up the flat blockiness, gives it a bit more shape, makes it look a bit more reinforced, and makes it look like a proper wall. Like it feels like you could be like you could have a siege with this, you know? Or in the very least, at one point there was a siege that maybe it was meant to keep out, and this is like the remnants of that wall, because obviously you've got this whole long stretch here. It comes all the way down, and then it ends at the water. Blackstone in the bottom. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I need to probably go out and farm some more. Blackstone definitely in areas where there's going to be a good bit of shadow. I might do just like a granite fence here to block anything immediately coming through, but honestly, nothing tends to float around this edge. The villagers are being quite good about not coming here. They're not being so good about not floating around there. Also, I'm really looking forward to, with 1.7, the like the flock mechanics, the herding mechanics, because we put all the Magikarp in here, they're going to swim around in a big old school, and like those are wild Magikarp, by the way, those on the map. This is the Magikarp pond. These are wild Magikarp. These are not the name a Magikarp options, but I might put those all in at some point. I might just release them and then we can name them over time. But yeah, so now with the wall, the only things really remaining are the two towers that are going to go in. So there's this spot here. This is going to be a tower. It's a watchtower. And then all the way over here, we have this one as a watchtower. But I don't think I'm going to do those today. I'm not feeling it. And I think it's really important to actually feel that you really want to tackle something before you like do it, you know? Because you can tell when someone's not feeling it. Alright. Alright. So we've got all that done. I've got this chest here. Let's put these in here for now. We're going to dump all the blocks in here for the minute. So I think we can come back and do a bit more work around... no, we'll keep the spruce planks because that you can always use spruce. We've got way too much stone. Let's put the granite in here. I've really gotten myself a bit of an appreciation of granite, to be honest. More so than I thought I would. Alright, let's grab these. We don't need the holly saplings yet. Those are going to be useful for Christmas. That's around the corner, isn't it? That's terrifying to think about. I know for a lot of like Americans that you've got Thanksgiving to think about right now coming up. Not me! My next thing to think about is Christmas, and I'm like, oh god. I'm not here for it, I'll be honest. But we'll probably do some Christmas decorations around the town. That sort of thing. I think that'll be quite nice. Granite is a very cool block to use, I like it for roofs. Yes! Actually using it mixed together with bricks comes out really nicely. You can get some really nice complementary stuff going. But one thing, I'm looking forward to expanding on the village, because once we've got the towers done, and I'm still debating whether I'll do them right away. I might wait and come back to them. One thing I might do, I think, instead is start thinking about, well, how do I want to change the village houses? Like, do I want to just replace what we've got here? Like, just switch out the pallets? Or do I want to, like, expand the house sizes? Do I want to make them longer? Do I want to make them taller? What is going to be good for the villagers? What's going to make it easier for me to, like, have some be, like, kept in one place so I can find them? Like, my little blocked out house here, which has got, like, my, healing, book, my mending books and such. But also, like, we should be thinking about maybe expand the farm, give them a pumpkin patch and, what's the other one? The pumpkin and melon patch. We've got the space, we can take that out. Maybe put some more of these kind of, like, reinforcing walls in places, I think. I think that could look really good in certain areas to, like, because the whole premise of this village is it's built on top of the ruins of a civilization that they don't know the origins of, but the village is built up over time on top of those ruins. Hence, they've repurposed the wall, they've repaired it. We might do a bit of damage in some places, like I'm thinking here, like maybe I'll extend it a little bit, but have it like broken. Don't you dare. Like, see, they have no sense of self-preservation. Where are you going? Why are you going this way? Why you do this to me? And then again, like over down here, maybe have this one broken as well. And all the basalt, or not basalt, all the calcite that's along the river, like this is left over from where the ground was changed in the aftermath of ancient Pokemon attacks. So, like, there was a battle between legendaries. They don't know which ones. We can speculate. Maybe we can add that to the lore later. But the battle is what turned all of this into a wasteland. So this whole section of the map is wasteland. It's quite devastating. So whatever used to be here once upon a time must have been, like, pretty prosperous. You've got really good sort of land around here. But this has been destroyed. And, like, then there's bits of desertification. Got a little bit of mesa. But all of this, wasteland. And, like, even just talking about that, thinking about it, like, it could be worth maybe thinking about, like, how do we build maybe some ruins that look charred and abandoned out here, sort of to represent some of that, like, destroyed civilization of the past. But Pokemon themed. Yeah, girls got ideas and plans, but they're all... We've got to keep it in check, like, eventual things, as it were. But today, now that we've got the wall just finished off for now, I do think it's missing something. I mean, yeah, we need to add a bit of block variety. It's missing something, but I can't put my finger on it. I appreciate the look. I'm good, thank you. But we'll figure out what Pokemon maybe did the damage at some point. But for now, we got some Pokemon hunting to do. Now let's just go back in here. We actually got ads coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the ads roll. And while they're rolling, I'm going to go put a whole bunch of stuff downstairs into the storage. That way, you're not missing anything exciting once we get started. And then once the ads are finished, we'll get going. That way, everyone gets to come along and you're not going to miss anything. Or if you have a spare Twitch Prime sub that you're not using, maybe you consider adding it to the channel. They're definitely worth it. But yes, this is my storage room, and honestly, I'm going to have to start expanding it. It is not... Like, it was big enough when I first got started, but you'd be surprised by how much stuff you start gathering. Like, I have so much stone. I didn't think I'd have this much stone. And then we come over here. Where's the rest of it? We've got another stack there. And it's like, I'm full up on stone. It might be a case of I need to make some backpacks and fill them with stone and then dump them in, like, the chests here to maximize space. But anyway, ads are about to start. I'm going to let them run. And then folks will be able to jump back in. Once they're all cleared, we'll get started with... First, we'll do a spin the wheel, which is our Cobblemon hunt wheel. Then we'll go just exploring around after we've found it, or failed to find, as the case may be. But yeah, emptying your bags is always a good idea, especially when they're full like this. We're not doing anything with the mud bricks right now, so these can go back in their appropriate box. Mud is so good. I love using mud. Don't necessarily like the sound of it when you're running over it, but I really like working with it. Alright, we got those, got the flagstones. Alright, dirt path block. Like, Macaw's has like its own block, which is interesting to look at. I'm still not sure what to make of it. Like, I think this could be a good texture block for something, but I haven't found the right color for it yet. So we want... Here we go. Coarse dirt. Oh, we all fall in the coarse dirt? Oh, that's regular dirt. Dirt! There we go. There's the regular dirt. And as you can see, loads of regular dirt, which, not a bad thing. Goodness knows when you're terraforming or repairing creeper holes, you need lots of it. Yeah, that's why I always add create to my packs. The storage the vaults provide is so good. Like, I do simplified storage. Maybe I need to spend a stream or some time off stream to, like, properly take advantage of it. I'm still very much a noob on that score. Oh, that's right. I got these enchanted saplings. Let's put them in here to join the existing enchanted sapling stock. And then, there we go. Now, where's the granite? Here we go. So we got all of this in here. And I like having more granite options now through things like Macaw's and Chipped, because it makes it really interesting to look at. And just give a bit of variety. And I like having the smooth paving that we've got so far for the roads. Like, this polished granite looks so nice on the floor. Put those, and then rooted dirt. Doop, 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 doop. And we'll grab more of this in here. There's the rooted dirt. The question is, do I have space for the cobblestone? Yes, I do. Excellent. I always worry that I won't have the room for some of the stuff. Because I'm definitely out of room where certain blocks are concerned. And then tough. There we go. Hence why I'm like, got diorite. Don't know that we're gonna do a lot with it, but it definitely has its uses. And having things like chipped makes it easier. So I'll just fine as long as you use the interface, because if I remember it sees an empty space in the chest, it'll put an item you might not want there. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't lock it in, it can be a little frustrating. Actually, I might keep those moss carpets there, because we've been doing a lot of lighting with pumpkins. Jack-o'-lanterns for the win. Frog ports, my beloved. Alright, let's go. Oh, we got the dripstone block. I don't remember where the dripstone goes. I think it's back here. Soul sand, gilded blackstone, terracotta. Oh no, maybe it's this row. Nope. Here we go. So probably should set up a lava farm at some point. We've got the mine that we can carve a bit of space out in and have that as like a little dedicated farm in there. I don't need a lot of it, which is nice. This is the second row, so let's do... Here we are. Drop those off there. And then diorite, we were just saying, not using a lot of it right now, but we have used it for other things. Alright, what do we got? I really chomped through a lot of my cobbled deep slate, which I'm quite pleased about, to be honest. I was getting quite full. But made a good use of it with the wall, so... Oh, we've got muddy mangrove. Got a whole bunch of mud from doing a bit of excavating earlier this week. Because once again, of course, I find an archaeology spot, I've got to stop and dig it up. So I think... let's put you in that bag. Energy root. Let's see. Some of this stuff, I think, can get tossed into its correct bag. Well, that's not bad. We'll need to repair that. Goodness knows I need an enchanted bow on here. And I got these leggings from the ancient city. It was like the only chest I was able to loot. Because of course it was. Sand is over here somewhere. Is it up here? Yeah, here we go. And with no space. Okay. I'll drop that in there for now. And then we'll come back up here. And of course the ads are now long over, so we'll just finish tidying up my bag. And because we'll have plenty of space, we'll be able to set off quite right quick, I think. So let's see, do we want peonies? We started stacking it here. Oakwood, we'll just pop that back in there. Then energy root is in here. Yes. So these are all the items I've collected over time on this world. And of course, the money bag. This is most of my my coinage. I'm very envious of it over on a certain other server, but it does me what I need over here. And if I need to replenish it, I've got plenty of time to do so. All right. I think we can get started. So let's switch over to my beloved wheel. So let's bring that up now. The real question is, will I remember to switch back when we're done spinning? Drumroll! We are looking for a Johto Pokemon. Alright, let's see. Johto list, where are you? There we go. Uh-oh. Well, it's not Tyranitar, so it might be slightly easier to find. But not by much. I've not been hunting for one directly. They usually just show up on my property and it's like, what are you doing here? So we're looking for hunt target Larvitar. Let's put it here as well. Generally, we give ourselves about 30 minutes to find it. But we've got a couple of things I've made over time. So we've got a Pokenav and a Poke Finder. Let's put Larvitar in here. Okay. And of course, then the question becomes, where do I go for it? 30 minutes is more than enough. We will hope. But you've been here when we've had the most common Pokemon of all time to find, and it has not shown up. But like, I have an 8 point something % chance for a Tyranitar to show up. Like, what? That's crazy. It's higher odds, higher chance. Like, what is going on? So let's have a look. Just checking on cobbledex.info. Shout out to that dev who stopped in for cobbledex.info. Shout out to them for stopping by Vert's stream last night. So we want Larvitar. So they don't show in freezing, but they do show up in mountains. Usually between levels 5 to 30. So it's going to be a little troublesome to find one, but I'm sure we will find a way, or we won't find it, but we'll go have a nice bit of time exploring. And I think honestly that's completely valid too. All right, what counts as mountain? All vanilla biomes, all hill biomes, all stony spires, volcanic peaks, windswept spires, Yosemite cliffs, tropical volcano, sinky forest, and volcanoes. Okay. Maybe like with rarer ones. I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't trust to hope, but I do spy an Eevee. Let's go check it before we get going. So we're on the hunt for... Ooh, 17... Yes, please. Let's see if we can catch you. Hey, that's the Eevee collection grown. Now, let me just change up the music so we got something a bit more Pokemon themed. So let's bring this one down. And then we'll go for some relaxing Pokemon music. Why not? Perfect. All right. Now, we're going to start shortly. We're going to take a look on our map quickly at places we've been before. What's a good mountain range to go hang out at? Probably not Frozen, because They were very specific about that not being a good choice. But we do have some cherry grove over there, which means there's a hill. We've got this northwest exploration point. And we could always go south from here because we've got huge chunks of map we haven't been to yet. As you can see, we've got a lot of exploring to do. Lo-fi beats to hunt Pokemon too. Exactly. I'm sure there is actually a dedicated playlist for that, but we shall see. We're not doing any ice hunting, so we kind of want to ignore them. I'm kind of leaning, because we've got a whole bunch of stony peaks over here, as well as the cherry grove and such. But I'm thinking, let's go to the northwest explore waypoint. Windswept hills are usually good. That's true. It's like, do I recognize what they are on this map? Because I've got like a whole bunch of mixed in add-ons, so it's like the defaults are not as easily found. But we've got stony shores, but we need windswept hills more than anything. Like we've got a crag over here. That might kind of count, but it's also cold. So snowy slopes, no. Not so much, but I think, I want to say somewhere down here we had. Like we've got stony peaks over here. Stony shore. Of course there's an archaeology spot that I've marked on the map. So it could be worth hopping around a few places to see if we've got a teleport point. Like crags, I think count as windswept hills. Windswept gravelly hills! This could be a good one. So if we go to another sunken temple, winter biome, cured zombie igloo. Good of me to put that there. I know I have a teleport point around here somewhere, but I did not put it on the map. I'm getting bad about that. I need to be much more dedicated to marking when I've put something down, just to make it easier for getting around. And that actually led to a rather interesting discussion on the stream last night about travel around worlds. Like, what do people prefer? What do they like? What do you think adds to it or takes away from it? Because like I know Vert had the argument that things like the waypoints take away from travel. Because when you can just teleport directly, then you don't go around, you don't look at the world, you don't really look at things. And while I do think that can be true depending on how you're using them, I don't find that true for myself. Because I like using it for just fast travel to get back to where I was traveling before. And if I want to explore, especially if there's, if it's going to take a while, especially on a world like this. So, where were we? We were going to here. So let's go out west. Out west. Here we go. So we put this like right next to a abandoned ruin portal. So this could be a good place to hang out, trying to look for or have one show up. Let's see, what does this say? Oh, no, well, still in the rocky shrubland, so maybe not. I think 1.7 will make me explore a whole lot more, for sure. Like, having flying Pokemon is such a big deal. Like, I mean, you've seen how often I use my Pidgeot. I love my Pidgeot. My Pidgeot is my bestie. We travel everywhere. We fly, and it makes travel so much more enjoyable than just a straight Elytra. Like, I have not been to the end. We've been in this, like, started this at the end of April. I have not done the Ender fight. I've not found a stronghold. I have had no desire to do so. And I think that's great. But I've also had flying Pokemon because of, obviously, the Rhydon add-on. And it's really made a difference in how I play, because I find it so enjoyable to have that interaction with my Pokemon. And I do think that is a really big factor that's going to change how a lot of people approach their worlds. Like, if you don't need to fly, the only reason you'd have to go to the end right now, I'd say, once you do have flying, is if you're after specific Pokemon, or you want shulker boxes, or there's specific farms you want to build at the end, like an Ender. Like, the end is already kind of empty, so unless there's a specific Pokemon you want out there, you don't really have a reason to go. At least as far as I can tell. I could be wrong. And then again, that's also an opportunity to learn, like, figure out, well, all right, how do I make this more interesting? Here's a windswept hold. How do I make this more interesting to play on my world? Like, do I find an add-on, or is this something that could be expanded on? Like, because you can get, like, mods that add new structures and things to those sorts of biomes. And I don't know if I really care for that, at least for the end. But it does make it more interesting as a place to go, so I'm kind of torn. Well, let's go over here. I think this is a windswept hills. Here we go. Yep, here we go. So we need to, well, we don't want to, well, a Gibble would be nice. I'm not going to say no to a Gibble. But, yeah. Larvitar is definitely up there. We had a Tyranitar as our very first target once on one of our days of hunting. That went rather interestingly. Alright, so we got this now. This is definitely going to help with just keeping track. But we're in the right place, so we're going to hang out here for a little bit. We're probably going to catch this Eevee, because me and Eevees. Only if it's a high IV one, though. Hello, Eevee. What do we... Ooh, yeah. What a view. Like, there's all sorts of interesting biomes. Like, this lake is really picturesque. And, like, I can see myself, like, coming out here and building something, like, down here. That could be a really fun little spot to build thing. I think end is flawed in its conception, because adding an end is to an egg... I don't know, I think the end is what you make of it. And it is meant to be like an end, like if you're someone who is looking for like completion, like once it's done, okay, you don't have a reason to go back. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But also it's really interesting storytelling, because what happened to turn this dimension into such a desolate place, you know? Alright, so a bit too cold up here. We need to go back down. So I recall they said it's meant to be... only shows up much lower. I keep forgetting that. So it's... Oh, hello. We like iron in this house. Yoink. A little less abrupt. But only a little. There we go. So we come down here. This might be the play. I've been very lucky with the terrain generation on this world. Like, I added 2 different terrain mods, which people keep telling me, you shouldn't do that, but I did it. And it worked out pretty well for me. But there's so much to see and do. And even with the Caves and Cliffs update did such a great job of really expanding on the world and how the world is created. I think people really underestimate how effective that was. So let's see, let's put a bit of light down here. Oh, hello. Got a nice bit to explore down there. And hey, we got a dawnstone. Yes, please. Let's see, is there any more around here? No? Typical. Ah, took too much stone there. That'll do. But now we got the radar in the bottom left, so hopefully that'll point out anything that shows up. Yeah, but I don't know. Outside of Elytra and easy OP loot, there's not much to do. It's not like the fight is particularly exciting. That's true. I avoid the end as much as possible. I found that people lose interest in playing after the end because it's the end, so they don't feel compelled to come back. I blame it on the 2-week Minecraft phase. Honestly, I think people look down on the 2-week Minecraft phase a bit too much. Because I think there is nothing wrong with having that enjoyment. And it's how much can you get done in that 2 weeks? Maybe that needs to be the new challenge for some people. Like it is not a playstyle I subscribe to, by the way. I hate rushing. I like taking my time and enjoying myself and exploring. I'm not in a rush to get geared up with the best stuff immediately and all the best things and get to the end, get the elytra, and rush. I can't do it. I like taking my time. I like smelling the roses. I like building a story and an adventure and like just rounding things out. But there are other people who love it. They want to get that stuff out of the way. They want to have the freedom that having the best tools and the best, well, and probably even the best Pokemon in some ways, but the best of everything, like that completely is their jam. And that's awesome. It's not for me, but it's awesome. I think having that 2-week phase isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it says a lot that people have a 2-week phase and then they'll stop and they'll go away, but they will come back. People have an enjoyment of that 2-week phase that I think needs to be looked at probably a little longer. And then it's like, well, what is the key thing that people really enjoy? And what is it that you can build that keeps that itch going for a bit longer? Ooh, look at you. Yes, please. Oh, I keep forgetting that's in my other hand. There we go. Do love me some Absol, as we all know. Is end up building my house around 100 days. Yeah. At some point I will, like, I'm still in my starter house, which is not a bad little starter house. Little starter stream house, but we will be building something bigger and better eventually. Once I'm done with revamping the village, so probably by the new year, which I would never have thought I'd be saying, we'll be thinking about moving on to a bigger project. But by then, hopefully 1.7 will come out and I'll be able to hopefully update this world without losing anything. I'm going to be doing so much backing up just in case. Because if I lost all the work I've done on this world, I would cry. I would honestly cry. I'm really fond of this world. But the 1.7 is going to add so many good things that I'm going to really enjoy having for my future projects. So we shall see. Like, I'm really looking forward to the saccharine trees, especially because they're adding a whole new blue wood palette. And yeah, I've got like all the wood palettes that are blue from the different biome mods I'm using, but it's another shade of blue. I'm not going to say no. People come back because Minecraft's fun, but it can get old real quick. That's true. Minecraft does what it does very well. And for some folks, that's just a sometimes food. I have zero attachment to my world because I get mad at not being good at building my bases, so they end up being quite the boring worlds. I think the boring phase is normal. Like, one of the reasons, like, I want to keep this as a long-term world, and why I'm a little nervous but excited to start working on the houses for the villagers in my village, is that I'm not very good at building houses. I'm not very good at roofs, especially. I'm really bad at interiors, mostly because I just haven't put the time in for practice. So that's probably going to be like the big reason I'm going to do a lot of work on those, is to get better. And some ways you have to go through a really ugly phase of doing badly to break through to having something nice. And like, let's be real, it's really hard not to compare yourself to like some of the amazing builders out there, because oh my god, like there are some folks out there who are like, the amount of ungodly magic that they have in their fingertips. Like, what can we say but be like extremely impressed? But that can like sometimes set unrealistic expectations as to what like folks should be achieving, you know? And it's okay if your building isn't very good. Like, like if that's not your main jam, as long as you've got something that works like as an overnight spot or a storage spot, like it doesn't matter, honestly. Like, amazing builds are cool, but don't like, I'm trying to learn not to upset myself if I can't manage it, you know? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Because good is often good enough. That's your bit of philosophy for the day. I think you're 100% right, but I want to be good at it, but struggle. It's the thing I have with art in general. Never been particularly good at it. Honestly, the struggle is important. The struggle, like, oh, I definitely struggle with art myself. Like, I keep saying I need to get back into it, but then I take like huge long breaks, and then I get upset because like my art looks terrible. But of course it does, because I haven't been flexing that muscle. Like, it is not it is a skill as much as anything else, and if you don't put the time in to work on it, you will never get better. And that's why I know, like, one of the reasons why my skills are always still pretty terrible is like I've not dedicated the time to get better. But I would like to, and really I should. I have the free time right now while I'm still jump hunting. Which is, you know, one of the reasons why I'm also doing things like this, like getting better at, well, I hope I'm getting better at presenting and talking on stream, public speaking in many ways. This has been really good for that. But also, like, thinking about things creatively, thinking about planning, like, what do I need for things, like how many blocks do I want to maybe start thinking about? Do I want to try doing, oh, hello emeralds. I want to say, like, isn't, like, I think deep slate emerald ore is the rarer of the two, but it's worth having. So we've got windswept hills here. Let's come on down here. Is this still windswept hills? It is. The question becomes, is it... I'm not seeing any sign that Lavatar is nocturnal. But I think the struggle is a sign that you're learning. And for me especially, it's like, because I've let my skill lapse, and because that I've, like, the muscle hasn't been used, I'm so rusty. But I remember being better, which makes it worse in some ways, because like you're looking at, it's like, no, I can do better, but I can't right now because I've forgotten how my body needs to relearn, my mind needs to relearn, like, connecting the dots together. And that can be hard because it is human nature to be impatient. You know, like, the instant gratification of life, especially in the digital age, is a real thing. Oh my goodness. It is such a huge thing. It has definitely had, I think, a negative consequence of being able to get things instantly or immediately. Like, it and that's probably to tangent very slightly. That's, oh, hello. Whoa. That's also probably why, like, you've got things like AI. Why AI is really honestly very dangerous, because it feeds into that whole mentality of instant gratification, because it can do things immediately. It's saving you time. The brain rot. Yeah, that's the perfect term for it. Let's see. Brave bird. Uh-oh. My poor Dragonair. Alright, let's see. Gala, can you do anything against this guy? I have a feeling you might suffer a bit. Gaia, rather. Right. I'm looking forward to Tyranitar getting some animations. Because right now, like, you compare the two, you've got, like, all this movement with Corviknight. Flying Corviknight looks so cool, by the way. And, like, it's a passenger mount as well, so you can have more than one person on it. One thing I want to see from mod makers, like, with riding 1.7, I think they're going to probably do some of the work to, like, address, like, some of the the nausea stuff. But also, like, I want to see mod makers add things like the Corviknight taxi, so that your Corviknight, you either equip it or they can land on it, and you have the option to, like, have them pick it up, and then you can carry friends off, in other words. Like, that would be so cool. But yeah, but no animations yet. So that, like, you've got, I love Tyranitar. And hopefully maybe having Gaia out. Maybe I should have Gaia following me around. Also, practically finishing MC Skin, which I posted in Duck Server because I lack shading knowledge. Alright, that's fair. I usually either procure mine online, or I'll take one and I'll modify it a bit, but I can't make one from scratch. I lack the skill set for that, so I feel you very much. Alright, let's do... Yeah, not very effective. Let's do Stone Edge. Oh! That was a lot more effective than I thought it would be. Well done! Ooh, what is Giga Impact? Giga Impact. Charges at the target using every bit of its power. Ah, okay. Interesting. Well, we're gonna let Gaia follow us around for a bit, because we're still looking for our guy. There we go. No, well, I mean, I'm not on 1.7, so it doesn't have animation. Like, it's got some little animations, like the head movement there, but, like, when it was in combat, and even just standing here, it's like, it doesn't have that natural kind of movement. Like, it's very stiff and still. But I know they're adding so many, like, little animation updates and things like that, and I'm so excited for it. Like, if you didn't see anyone's streams, like, there are a whole bunch of creators who were streaming it yesterday. It's well worth checking them out. It gets very chaotic and very noisy at times, but that's pretty normal. And then they all part ways. And if you want to watch someone be a cheating cheater who cheats for the sake of content and to, you know, answer questions and show things off, you can watch Vert's stream. Love you, boss, but you a cheating cheater. Very Obsidian of you. Or you can watch, like, one of the regular creators who are discovering things for the first time. Like Duck, I believe, did a lot of stuff. Both in the world... Oh, hello. I already have one of you, but I like those stats, so let's grab you. Duck did a lot of creative world work to take a look at things. Just occasionally. like he is one of the content like he's the social. For anyone who's not aware, Vert does work with the Cobblemon team. He is their social media lead. So like he has been working hard on a lot of the videos that you see for Cobblemon. And he's been a busy bee for the last few weeks. Well, no, to be fair, like he did use only Pokemon that he'd been given by Slippy or he'd caught for the tournament. So in that respect, he wasn't cheating, though. He might have obtained an item or two through less reputable means, but it was fun to see, like, because obviously being able to do creative mode meant he could get some items easily to show off and explain how things worked, which was really useful, honestly. But hey, it wasn't a big tournament. It was fun to watch. Like, the big thing about the tournament was a lot of new animations, a lot of combat animations that were really cool. Like, Vert caught an Exodrill, or rather, Drillbert evolved it to Exodrill. Some of its drill animations look so good. And that was what he was showing off. Where are you? Or are you under? Like, you're around here somewhere. Like, because I can see this wandering around on the map, but... Oh, hello. Are you over here? There you are. Terrible stats, but it's always useful to take a look. Now let's see, if we go a bit deeper under the windswept hills, what do we got? Well, for one thing, we're going to need to do this. And we'll need to probably get some more torches made. I'm looking forward to them making it possible for your Pokemon to defend you as well. Oh yeah, Drillbur's model looks great. It was really fun seeing them in action. Let's see. Do I have any? Got some of these, we've got some of these, and then let's make a whole bunch of torches. Oh. That's not a Pokemon, but we'll grab this. Thank you. Let's go a bit deeper. No, or not. Let's not go deeper. But I think we're running out of time. I think we've got like 5 minutes left if we're maybe a little bit over. But we've not seen anything. Yeah, there's like over 100 new Pokemon being added in. I'm sure some of that is also like evolutions, but hey, you know what? Like, it's always exciting to see what's new, what's getting added. Oh, hello, Scyther. How are you at? I have a better one at home, so we'll leave you alone. All right, out of the forest. Eevee. Oh, let's knock you out. I know some folks were disappointed that regrettably there won't be Cobblemon breeding this time. Oh, Dragonair can evolve! Dragonair can evolve! Hold on to your buds, Dragonair can evolve! But we're going to do that after. Maybe when it's not raining. Last minute catch, trust. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Come on, Lavatar. Or am I gonna have to go home and you'll show up on my doorstep again? Like the reason I have Gaia is because she showed up on my doorstep. Kind of literally. It's honestly very funny that the number of Pokemon that I've been like, how? Where did you come from? Why are you here? Like, a Charizard showed up. Like, while I was building out the roads in town. Like, a Charizard, of all things. Like, I've had, like, a couple of Charmanders, sure. But a Charizard! Pokemon are weird. They're funny like that, you know? The devs will deliver it and it will be great. Yes. Yeah, no, like, they're still working on it and it's big. And I think it became a case of riding mounted Pokemon and the flying, all the different types was such a big project all on its own, separate from how big breeding is, that like they needed to pick one or the other. Otherwise we'd be waiting until probably well into next year before we saw anything. And having like these dedicated drops, like I think that they made this one the focus being, I think the main focus is riding with a whole bunch of lovely extras. I'm all for that, you know? And it gives them a chance to like then catch their breath and then move straight on to the next thing. And I know they worry that they're not doing enough or fast enough, but I think they're doing just fine, to be honest. That's a cute area. Like, just a nice little backdrop there with all the redwood trees. Like, you could have a nice little build, like, right there. I'm not quite sure what, but you could have a really nice little build there. You attract powerful Pokemon, you have to be a powerful don't know about that, but I'm definitely an indulgent one, so maybe that's what it is they just want the high life. Or the easy life, at least. What we got over here? Oh, that's right. That was that cave. Well, I'm not seeing a Larvitar, so we're going to just run up the hill across the whole thing and we'll see. But methinks this is another challenge that is sadly not going to be completed this time. And that's okay. Part of the fun is like getting out and exploring and looking at some of the areas that you haven't been before. And because I've got like different mod packs adding different terrain generation and adding non-vanilla generation as well, it does mean that I get to find some really interesting looking biomes while I'm at it. Little cottage could work, that's very true. A little cottage or like a little lone wizard's tower. Yeah, I think we need to consider this one a bit of a wash. Alas. It be what it be. Oh well. Let's spin the wheel and try again, shall we? Let me just switch over and do that now. Ooh. And we're gonna want the right wheel. That helps as well. So let's, while that's loading, we'll transition over. All right, what region are we looking for today? All right, we're looking for a Hoenn Pokemon. And then, so we open the Hoenn region list. Spinny, spin, spin. Oh. Uh-oh. Nose pass. Okay. Well, I think that means we're going to have to go into the mines. All right. Let's have a think. That's theoretically not too bad. Yeah, it's the... Where will I find that? Is the question. Alright, so... we need to go find ourselves a few caves. Well, we definitely have a useful cave nearby where we live. That could be a fun one, but we also have caves right here. Like, there's going to be caves, like, all under this network. And then once we're done with the challenge, what I think we'll do is we'll go exploring, but we're going to go south and east a bit. Free cam could be used. Yep. Alright. Yep, I was just fixing something on Minecraft end, so you're good. So, hunt target lavatar failed. Hunt target 2 is nose pass. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's, nose pass. Theoretically, a lot easier. Theoretically. But it's interesting to see all the ones we've seen so far. Not necessarily caught. Definitely seen. We've got a little cave over here. Let's plumb the depths, shall we? Come down here. Maybe we'll put a bit of stone in our inventory. There we go. Well, that don't... Aww. Sorry, Geodude. Didn't think the blast radius was quite that large. Into the caves we go. But also we'll grab some iron along the way. Because why not? I do love me some andesite, but we're not here for andesite right now. Oh. Oh! Hey, excuse you, that was my torch. The skellies are really determined to kill me. This could be interesting. There's a lot of skellies around here, that's for sure. Right, let's get to lighting this bit up. Granite, love to see it. Now, quick map check. What do we got? Alright, we're not deep enough, I don't think, to see a nose pass, but I could be wrong. Hello, Skillies. We've got a geode over there. Oh. Love a geode, that's for sure. Oh, oh, we got some dripstone. That's a good sign. Now let's just carve the side of this open. Because you never know. Alright, maybe not. Let's descend into the depths where the dripstone lurketh. Although it's a bit deep, so let's no. Look, that would be very funny, but a bit deadly to go down on you. So let's try this. Ooh, Nelly. Here we go. Hang on. We're going to make this a little bit easier on ourselves and on any viewers. We're going to drink. There we go. So we brought some of those with us when we went to the Deep Dark, and I think that works. Let's not talk Deep Dark. I'm not going to the Deep Dark. I will not go back to the Deep Dark. Oh my goodness. Diamonds! Do we have a nose pass around? Well, we've got an onyx. That's not quite what we're after. Ooh. This is kind of an interesting spot, isn't it? Lots of lovely dripstone. Lots of lovely diamonds. Lots of less lovely creepers. Bit of a lava pocket. Have we got anything interesting yet? No. What's up here? Oh, we got a backpack mob. Let's hope it doesn't see us. Can't catch me. So yeah, you can see over oh, it's even got creepy music. We definitely don't want that. Anything over here? Ooh, hello. Getting a little tight fitting around here, but no nose pass just yet. I quite like, yeah, it's a really interesting shape. Like, I love when it's interesting shapes, you know? This is some strange coloured blocks there, but diamonds? Oh no, that's going to be lichen. Okay. You can't get me. Oh, we got a whole bunch of spider webs up here. Which can make it a little difficult to fly around. I think this might be a little too low level. Zoom. I think using the the night vision potion was the right idea. Because it gives us a bit of a better view of what we're looking for. And what we're looking at. Oh. But as you can see, it makes it a little difficult to fly when it's got all this webbing around here. Let's see. More dripstone caves. Diamonds! But we're not going to go for them. Right, now let's pause long enough for stuff to actually spawn in this time, shall we? We've got all sorts of mine shafts around here. Interesting. Anything over here? No. Ooh. Almost a no. Oop. I had a mod that added a disc that wasn't obtainable by normal means, which is a parody of Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg. I was so confused as to where it was coming from because a backpack mob is in a mine below my base. That does and can happen, and it's very funny. I do like some of the ones that add fun stuff like that. And I do think there's something to be said for like the Lava Chicken song being added in as a disc. Like obviously there's no lyrics, but unfortunately it also gets you copyrighted, so you can't really play it for very long. And it's like, Warner Brothers didn't think that one through. You can't have a bonus disc on a game that is shared and loved and streamed so much and then do that. That's rude. It's just one of those things, you know. It gets get a little bit silly here. Oh, this is so much webbing. Oh my goodness. Whoa. A big spider den. There it is! We got one! Uh-oh. Ugh, not poisoned. But we found one! Yay! And that was not the Pokemon I should have sent out for that. Well, of course they did. That's Warner Brothers for you. It's all about, well, I think it's more one of those didn't think things through kind of deal. Excuse you? Someone didn't think things through on that one. And, you know, that happens. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Magus. Oh, we're definitely going to take you home with us. Oh. Alright, so that didn't work. Alright, let's do... Because it is in fact quite dark in here. Oh, not another one. Alright, we want to do... let's switch you for Ingram. I'm busy. Go away. We're getting interrupted over here. Sleep powder. And it missed. Of course it did. You can't run away. Oh, super effect. Oh, I don't like that. Stop missing. And of course the potion wore off, but that's okay. Well, usually Ingram's pretty good at catching, but today it just doesn't seem to want to take effect. Oh, well, it's paralyzed, so that will have to do. Let's see. You're a level 50 Pokemon, so let's try catching you when you're paralyzed. So if I'm not careful, if I use the wrong thing. Oh. Thought I heard a zombie fall. Oh, no, I don't want to run away. Because I could... Let's do Giga Drain and hope it doesn't... Oh, that was so close! Oh! Torches do affect the Dust Ball, that's true. Hey, we got it! Oh, and our Corellia is ready to evolve as well, so that's good. Let's see about getting somewhere slightly less dangerous. If we go up here, what do we find? Ooh! Lake. Ooh, and it's Skelly, because of course there's a Skelly. Let's take another potion just to make it easier for everyone to see. I can make some more when I get home. There we go. Down we come. Oop. Oh, I think we must have looked at a Enderman by mistake. But they can't get to us, so... Lol. And then I think it's through here. Or maybe not. Is it up here? Up here. And it's still following us. That's hilarious. Would it be through there? Or... maybe along here? No? No. Fall to your death, Mr. Enderman. Let's come back down here. Maybe through here? That looks a bit of a tight squeeze. That's a really big geode. Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Well, an awkwardly shaped geode. Can we get out over here? There we go. So we found that before, and then we came through here. Oh. That Enderman is going to chase us to the ends of the earth. Can we outrun the Enderman? Hello, AM Lord! Lovely to see you. How are you doing today? We're attempting to escape an angry Enderman, but also get out of a cave network we went exploring to find a nose pass in. We did successfully find the nose pass, so all is well. Hey, there we go! And we are free! Lovely, lovely stuff. It's always fun to realize, like, the cave you went into from, like, way over yonder eventually leads out to a completely different section of the world. I'm doing pretty good. I finished a part of my wall decoration at my base, and we've done 2 Pokemon hunts, 1 successful, 1 failed. Oh, he's still here. He's still angry. Oh no. Anyway. So we're gonna do a bit of exploring on my world, because this is like a part of my world map. As you can see, I have many, many markers on it. But we're gonna go south and a little bit east maybe, but I want to go start uncovering a bit more of the map. Because it's fun to find new biomes, you know? Mind you, I could stop and beat up the Enderman. I'm not, like, afraid of it. Plus, we've got loads of rivers. I can just stand in the river and it will angrily growl at me from the shoreline. That's it. It is a shame. Like, we've been very grudgy. Yes, very much so. Like, I'm a little sad that, like, confirmed that the Ponyta and Pidgeots don't have riding and running animations ready for 1.7, so they won't be immediately in with the riding update, but they are coming soon. Because they're really meticulous about the quality, and they want everything looking good. No, they don't have proper riding and running animations that they're happy with for using with this. They want to make it better. And plus, like, there's specific animations for, like, when you're flying. Because they were showing some off yesterday where, like, you can do the gliding and then the wings will fold as you go down and then snap them open again as you even out. Like, they don't have that set for Pidgeot. They want to make sure that that's really good. That's good look. Yeah, at least, yep. Always gotta love that. Oh, have I? I'm pretty sure I've been to this tower, but let's have a double check just in case. And this is fun as well. Like, you've got these little sort of overhangs of rock over these, like, little hidden lake areas. That's so cool. We've gone a bit too far east, though. Oh, hello. A mysterious abandoned farmhouse in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure that in no way, shape, or of any sort of trouble over there. And it's a Pokemon. Of course it is. One day we'll find a decent Gimmighoul, but it's not going to be today. Yeah, like, the level of quality they were showing off yesterday makes me so excited for anything that's not confirmed is coming yet. Like, when it comes in future, we eat so good. Like, mad props to all of the developers, the coders, the modelers, the team who are in charge of keeping things organized. Like, everyone who is involved in working on the Cobblemon team, like, mad props to you. Like, I have, like, the craziest amounts of respect for the work they do. Oh, can we get down here? Yes, and we can steal this. Excellent. All right. Although, thinking about it, no, we've got the Out West waypoint over there, so we don't need this just yet. Hello, Lilia Eaton. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. We're gonna get on with just exploring this tower, and then we'll go further south and see what there is. Like, I love this prairie biome that gets added with this mod. Like, it's so cute. And it's just... It's, excuse me. Need to wet my whistle, I think. There we go. Suddenly my voice was like, I'm super dry. What's going on with that? Hello from the Vert Cave. Welcome from the Vert Cave. How are you doing? It's always fun to see folks who are over in the Vert Cave join us over here. My name is Farley. As you may know, I'm one of Vert's mods. But this is my personal single-player world for Cobblemon. And I pretty much credit the Cobblemon, or rather the Battlecraft SMP group, for encouraging me to actually just start streaming for the fun of it. It has been well worth it. Plus, it's fun to explore these things, like, out in the wild with everyone watching. Because sometimes they're just fun things to discover, and people are happy to share stories. And also, like, sometimes it might be that, you know, there is a, excuse me, what in the world? Sudden coughs out of nowhere. I think it just means that we've got a lot of chats today, so, if a shiny shows up, you're all gonna have to fight for it. Or in the very least, you're gonna compete with, providing names. Trying to find a gosh darn dark forest. I'm trying to get every spawnable berry. You have my sympathies. I've definitely been there on the berry hunt. I have managed to get them all, finally. I did it both on the Obsidian Refuge, and I also did it here. It's worth it in the end, but it takes a while. Now, I have a feeling I'm going to need my sword for this, but I love, like, the biomes that add, like, these little houses out in the middle of nowhere. Little house. Oh, that's so cute. Little house on the prairie. We've got some treasure in here as well. But you can see, like, this is very much an abandoned house. There's nothing here anymore. But, like, even just the general build is really fun as inspiration for, like, your own builds, you know? Like, little things about the interiors. Like, if you're ever unsure about what you want to build, we'll take the book, thank you. We'll take the apple, but not the taters. We've got plenty of bread. I forget if there are any other chests around here. I think not in these ruined ones. I love it. I love this kind of thing. Like, discovering this kind of ruin. Little house on the prairie, indeed. Goodness me. Love you, Mau Mau, but I could... And there we go again. We got another Eevee to go check out. So we're on a quest to find a really good Eevee. For the heck of it, because goodness knows, I'm pretty sure I've got all the evolutions at this point. And I still think that the Sylveon that came galloping out of my on one of my adventures out of the forest ruins was probably one of my favourite moments. And yeah, we'll use the Ultra Ball, why not? I certainly am excited for built-in riding. Although I'll probably still keep the mod for Pokemon that you can't ride yet. At least officially ride. Because I love my Pidgeot. My Pidgeot is my best friend when traveling. So I'm going to be really sad that they're not in the immediate update, but it is what it is, you know? Thank goodness you're immune, Ingram, because that would have been really embarrassing. By the way, really appreciate you for showing me the sus sand mod. Really helped me a lot. Yay! I'm glad to hear that! The sus sand, like, it's so worth it. Like, just being able to tell the difference at a glance, especially when you're not used to it, it goes a long way. And I can't even take full credit for it, because I'm pretty sure I saw it, I want to say either Skipper or Chespy on Battlecraft were using it, and I was just like, I need that. That looks really cool. So I went looking. And then I couldn't find the exact one they were using. And I think Shubble, who's a regular Minecraft creator, I think she had, like, either she had it or someone else had it. And I was just like, yes, Quid's in. So that made me pretty darn happy. Now, we're going to go south, because we want to go exploring and clear up some of the map space, but also kind of like a little less ice and a little more ground, hopefully. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for the new flying. I mean, 1.7 is going to be a really good restart refresh for a lot of people. I'm just excited for how it's going to add to my existing world and hopefully not break it. But I will be backing it up quite considerably just to make sure nothing goes wrong. 'Cause I would be very heartbroken if my progress here was lost. But on the other hand, worst case scenario, it's all lost. That just means I get to start again fresh. And I think that is also very exciting in and of itself. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, we got another backpack mod out here somewhere. I heard that music. Yep, there he is. We're not stopping. I have plenty of backpacks. We don't need more. Now, let's see. We are going south. So we're clearing up a whole bunch of space. Oh, we got a village. Village is good because they might have a little teleport waypoint by natural blah 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 blah. We might have a natural waypoint there that we can ding onto, which is good for travel. But we're gonna do a bit of the exploring, and then we'll do another wheel spin once we've traveled far enough. Oh, there's a creeper. We don't want that. Go away, Mr. Creeper. Creeper be creepin'. Nobody wants that. Oh, it's a... Oh, okay. So we got a spare one over there and the official village one over here. Alright, let's... Where is our sleeping bag? There we go. There are monsters nearby. I hate that. I know I heard a child, so it's like, nope, 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 nope. It did now. Now can we sleep? Comforts mod and sleeping bags. Love it. There we go. Alright, I'll put the Pokeball away. Probably need some more torches in a little bit, so let's make those now. Let's top up our torches. That's great. Pokedex over there. Pokenav can go here for the minute. Let's see. What have we got in this village that could be lootable before we move on? Not much, apparently. We do have a portal, though. Goodness me. Where has this cough come from? I think it's all the nattering I've been doing. I got an infinite upgrade from back. Oh. That's crazy. I've not been quite that lucky. I've gotten a lot of music discs, but not any upgrades like that. Mr. Creeper, come into the water. There we go. Okay, we'll grab this. That's another one. Useful to have a backup. I say like I don't have a stack of them. Well, a partial stack of them. That looks like a Pokemon Center. Let's stop in. Yeah, so we're mostly just having a grand old time exploring for the next little while. And I like doing that because there's still so much of my Pokemon world that I don't know is there, you know? Which makes it really fun. All regions map is created for the Backpack Azusis. Ah. All right. So we got this village. I didn't even check the name. It was right error. All right. So we got right error waypoint. One of these days I'll remember where these things are. But we're going to just go over to this portal over here. Oh, look, there's a big old pumpkin valley. Those are great if you want to demolish them all and just take all the pumpkins, which I might do one of these days because I do need a load of jack-o'-lanterns. Because they are great for lighting things up. Especially when you're someone who has not made like a frog-light farm or something like that. Thank you for staying there 1 week. But we are heading south. Because we want to clear up some space on our map. Yeah, well, quite a few do. The Pokemon centers have an attic. Some of the ones that are like the Spruce Village, they will have like an upstairs area that doesn't normally have a chest. It's usually like a side area that you need to go from the outside. But yeah, there's usually at least there's normally always 2 chests in different areas of the Pokemon Center. So unless you've got a mod that changes how they're laid out and controlled, you should always have that, to the best of my knowledge. Let's grab these while we're here, because why not? One nice thing about having discovered and made a waypoint at an ancient city recently is they revealed yesterday that one of the the big IV upgrades that you can get is going to be like those IV candies, but you need Skulk. So Skulk farms are going to be a thing. But now I can farm Skulk just by going there, and that makes me happy. Because goodness knows, making a farm is a bit above board for me, but it felt like the worst timing. Or the best timing, depending on your point of view. But I definitely have the worst ancient... Well, there's always more than one ancient city, but I don't know where another one is in relation to my base, so we'll have to wait and see. Well, didn't mean to do a leaf blade, but you are under my limit, so that's fine. Mao also gets really fussy about other Eevees, I find. I love you, but you don't like other Eevees. You really don't. Alright, 1 week. Let's go. My taste and base locations will come in handy for once. Well, with ancient cities, they're very much under really tall mountains. Almost the majority of time. Like, not every time, but the taller and bigger the mountain, the more likely you have an ancient city beneath it. I don't think there's a correlation of cherry blossom, but let's have a look. Cheaty, cheaty, cheaty! Cheaty cam! Cheaty cam! No, there's no deep dark down here. Oh! I tell a lie, there is some deep dark down here. It's all sparkly, but it's not an ancient city. Ancient cities are very obvious. Nyom. Nyom. Then we've got more deep dark over here. When we're done with a little bit of our exploring today, maybe I'll go over to the ancient city and show you what I've got. I'm all set for honeycomb, since I already have a farm for honey. Since I use it as scaffolding, I made a bouncy cut. Wow, that sounds amazing! A bouncy castle made with honey. Oh my gosh. if you haven't, you should definitely share the pictures of that in the Vert Cave Discord. Uh, there is I think my builds section. I bet people would love to see that. I know I would. That sounds amazing. I will say one of the reasons I like doing this kind of fly through exploration, even if it's like high in the sky. Oh, there's a village down here, I think. Village? Hey, village! You find villages like this one, for one. But also, like, you sometimes just find biomes that are like, that looks cool. I want to build there. And then I get to mark it on my map and then never come back. Oh, raspberry. Sure, we'll take that. No, we don't need anything else in there. All right, we've been to that one. And a Pokemon Center, so not the biggest village in the world. But this is another example of the different styles, depending on the biome. So there's one chest over here. We'll always grab all the things. I like collecting all the saplings and the antidotes. Should probably take that too. And that too. And like, you've got this stair over here, but there's nothing up here except beds. In this case, you need to come around this side, and there's a staircase up to a little side room, and the other chest is up here. So, like, there can be different layouts, but they're pretty limited. All right, time to hydrate. There we go. And onward. All right, we shall continue in this direction. It's always fun to see like the different types of block, like this is a fir tree, and the sort of just the way that the leaves are structured on this one, with the style of the leaves. I like that it's very different from some of the others. It definitely stands out. And then of course we've got, wow, this is a huge pumpkin patch. Pumpkin Valley, even. I do love me some Skyrise veils, because this wood is incredibly pretty. And I need to build more with it. I might need to farm at some point to get some of this wood for the future builds at the village. Because I feel like we could use it with a bit of colour. And then we've got a tiny bit of forgotten wood tangle kind of thing. I love terrain mods that add stuff in like this. It's so good. Apricorn saplings hate me. Oh. I feel you. I definitely had the hardest time filling out pink. I don't know what it was, but pink just took me so long to do. All right, so let's see. This is usually, yeah, this is a Pokemon. Because it says no, normally 8 out of 10 times, if you find a gilded chest, if you got like the JEI, you got the Jade integrations, and it says loot not generated, that usually means it's a regular chest. But 2% of the time it will turn into a Pokemon, but if it doesn't say it at all, it is definitely a Pokemon. And you're a level 6. Oh, your stats to match. I don't need one of you. Let's have a quick nap up here. I got some pots as well. We'll grab all those. More coins. I'll put you away. And then boop. Hey, another one of these. We could definitely use that. because we already have... Oh. Does it think I'm outside yet? No, not quite. All right, when we're further down. Oh. Oh, sounds like we got a zombie downstairs. What's the mod that lets you see the stats when you crouch? I believe that's the Cobblemon integrations with Jade. It's really useful. I love it. And when I have a mod pack that doesn't have it, Cobblemon Academy, I miss it a great deal. But they also have a thing set up, so it makes it much more difficult to kind of add it in. So there we go. We're going south. Oh, shiny! Do you see the shiny? I see the... No! No, it went into the lava! It went into the lava! No! 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 Why? Why did it go into the lava? Oh. Well. Oh no. But hey, there's another Cyndaquil. That is one way to lose a shiny Pokemon, and I didn't have anything to do with it. I have so many Cyndaquils, you guys. This world has given me an abundance of Cyndaquil. Let's switch you for Corellia. Whoa. Let's do Hypnosis. Don't get burned, don't get burned. Of course it missed. But we got a little bit of HP back, but not much. Alright, Ingram. Well, given it burned up, it's definitely resting in ashes rather than pieces. Oh, that's such a shame. I love Oddish. Oh. Oh, well. I am sure we will find another shiny Pokemon, and then chat can toss out suggestions, and we'll vote on the best one. Hey! And we'll take that Cyndaquil home with us. Now, speaking of, we've got a couple of Pokemon who can evolve, so this seems like a lovely area to do that in. Let's find a scenic patch that isn't on fire. This'll do. Alright, Corellia, you get to evolve today into Gardevoir. There she is. A very good girl. Now, she does need a name, so does anyone have any suggestions for what we could call the Gardevoir? If you come over here, dear. Come to me. Yeah, a bit further, please. You're a little bit slow there. Thank you. And then we're going to call out Dragonair. And we're going to push you back a bit. And we're going to evolve you. Well, it's talking about Cobblemon that would be ridden right away. I love the reasoning behind it since they want them fully animated before it's enabled. Yes! I really appreciate their perfectionist streak in this regards. Like, I would much rather it all be done and look amazing. Which is their intent, you know? Hey! And they actually have an improved Dragonite model now. Which they showed off on the stream. You're thumbnail worthy, you are. You're gonna be famous, baby! Famous! But we're all set now for those. Oh, we can ride our Dragonite. Let's... What is it like to fly on you? Yeah, because with the Dragonite with the new flying, like the wings are changed and improved, and they have really good animations. This is fun. You're slower a little bit, but not by much. Alas, poor shiny Oddish. On our way we go. But yeah, no, I love all the updates they've done so far to a lot of the animations. Like, that takes so much time and so much effort, and it's all being done for free by dedicated volunteers. Duck wasn't happy about, yeah, a little, well, I don't know if it's Jet, but it's definitely a little difficult to, I found it a little difficult to control. But I think some of that is just going to come down to practice. And one thing I think might happen is with like add-on makers might fiddle with like, what does this particular Pokemon ride like? Like change maybe the ride style for flying. That might be a bit much. Might be very difficult. And this is a fun mountain. Goodness me. And speaking of fun mountains, let's do a cheaty cam dive. Ooh, look at this cavern. We've got all the cobwebs in it over here. And I spy some deep dark. Ooh, ominous. But I'm not seeing anything that might be a little bit of a city. So, no ancient city over yonder. Although, that said... Like, I love when geodes get filled with skulk. It looks so creepy. It just gives you an idea of just how it's infesting the world, you know? It looks so interesting. But no ancient city under this mountain. Alas. Wait, a small army of 40-something Gyarados are now going to have a use since there's all movements Pokemon. I feel sorry for Duck. His next region is Living Dex is Sinnoh. That is like 25% legendaries. I think he's going to have fun with it. Like, it's been really fun to tune in for his streams with that. I don't know if he's planning to stream that one, though. Purely because it is the legendaries. And I know that he prefers to have a lot of the interaction stuff, especially with chat. But we'll see. Like, the Living Cobbledex streams are always really fun. So if you've not been to Duck's stream for one of those before, I highly recommend it. It's really entertaining. We all have a really good time. And then you get things like, you know, singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, summoning certain Pokemon to show up. We were there live. It really did happen that way, and it was very funny. Like, it was not scripted in the slightest. Like, I think it's just... It was... Doug's reaction was priceless. Like... I think we were just doing it to get him to sing, because it was very silly. But no, we ended up with Jirachi spawning. Yeah, you definitely summoned it. And thank you for the clip shout out. It's one of my favorite clips I made for him. We got another mountain over here. Don't think we'll find... Oh, hello. Oh, look at this dripstone cave. It might not be, and with a floating column of stone. Ooh. This is a cool cave. I love caves like this. Oh, and we got deep dark. Do we have it? Ooh. It's not an ancient city, but I love when it's like spread out like this. It's so cool. Nyom. Anything over here? No? Pity. Are we going down there? No. I am the most cowardly custard. So feels weird hearing about Heroku when it comes to Cobblemon since I've known them since they were on the Pixelmon team. Well, hey, like, I think it's great that people can move on to other things and have the opportunity to really be creative and try new things when what you want to do versus what's established doesn't mesh. And like there's a lot to be said, like, of course it's like a almost like a Sony versus Nintendo versus Xbox thing. Like there's always going to be big fans for all types. And I'm glad that like Pixelmon got things started with existing in the first place. I won't be able to play it because I did Cobblemon first, and I love the aesthetic of Cobblemon far more. But I think Pixelmon is definitely going to have to step up its game if it wants to stay relevant in the future. Like it's got its advantage is slowly ebbing away, you know. Like it's got years on it, but that's not going to last if you don't innovate. And I think that's one of Cobblemon's biggest strengths. Oh, this is so cool. But what an awesome looking mountain. Let's fly out a little bit over this way just to get a really good view of it. Like proper icy tundra over here as well. Like, I love when you get mountain ranges like this one. And we even got a little town over here. But like, yeah. Now I love when people are happy doing what they do and really finding the investment. And it's also fun to see like people get really into it in a content creator side as well. Like, I think one of the things that made me really happy watching the streams yesterday is hearing how excited the creators are. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but like seeing people really excited and happy, like I want more of that online and in life, because you it's so easy to get caught up in all the negativity. Oh, well, not much in here. Like the internet lives that right now on like hate clicks and sort of bad behavior and stuff like that, but you get an event like that and everyone is excited, everyone is talking, everyone's looking forward to things that they can do and create and learn. And that's what you want. Like, it's such a positive energy. It's such a positive vibe. And I'm really glad that that is something Cobblemon is bringing. Oh. There we go. Excuse me, gents. Oh, hello. Let's take these with us, shall we? Yeah, that take care of those guys. Do we want anything else in here? No, not really. Don't try and copy Cobblemon, integrate more. I think it should be innovating as the mod. We can hope. I think they will definitely have seen a few things Cobblemon are doing and maybe try and up their own game. But they may also be happy doing what they do, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because, you know, sometimes people don't like change. They want things to stay the same. So it can be really hard to please your audience, you know? Oh, there we go. yeah, everything new is really cool. And you can see where they built on the stuff they'd already done, you know? And I think that, as much as anything else, was really impressive. Like, it didn't feel like it came out of nowhere. It seamlessly works with what they'd already established. And, like, I felt happy that, like, it's very obvious the creators were really happy. And I hope the dev team is happy. I hope they got a real kick out of the reception of everyone showing up to play. Like, I know some people couldn't actually play because, like, I don't know if anyone noticed that, like, Callie was crashing a lot last night. So I don't actually know if she actually got to do very much on the server. I hope she did, because I think it got mentioned by either Vert or Slippy, one of them, that I think that the CC server was going to be up for like 24 hours to give them a chance to film things and really properly explore, which I think's great. That means that anything they couldn't do like live, they now have the opportunity to do like off camera to catch up, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, all right, so we've got powdered snow over there, but we also have gravel over there. Hey, there's loads of gravel here, so it's like, I don't think that is what I was hoping it was. I see you. Alright. Further south we go. We have been heading in a steady, kind of straight, but not line. Let's swing east. Common Slippy win, yes. Can I remember who said it? Cobblemon is Pokemon Minecraft, whereas Pixelmon is Pokemon in Minecraft. But I really agree with it. That is such a good way of phrasing it, honestly. Like, I think Cobblemon got leaning really hard on the Minecraft aesthetic and making it fit in with Minecraft is what really wins. It's what sells it the best. But sometimes you don't want, like, there are people who don't want that. They want Pokemon to look exactly like Pokemon do in the Pokemon games, and they want those figures. And I'm not one of them myself, but I know that they exist, and I guess that's what Pixelmon will be for. But I look forward to seeing what we get in future because of this kind of thing, especially because there is, like, a really big community that does, like, the fake mons or the custom Pokemon. And I think, like, there is such a huge space there to really go ham. Because you've got tools like Blockbench. You've got so many free programs that let you make edits. Like, it's just a really big opportunity for people. Now, will you go in the water, my lovely? You do indeed. Okay, let's go and get this gold block, because we like gold. And then, where's the chest? Ooh. Anything useful in here? Little bit. Ooh, little bit useful. We'll take the revive for sure. Do we care? Not really, but... And up we go. And again, we got another big old mountain over here. Pixelmon forces you to play with certain stuff game rules, whereas Cobblemon doesn't, allow you to customize. That, I think, is also, like, a really big deal. That freedom for customization, like... And Slippy was talking yesterday that one of the big things is that they don't change anything about Minecraft where possible. They want it to integrate. They don't want to make unnecessary change. Oh. 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 Look what we found. I think we found an ancient city. Looky, looky. All right, let's mark this on the map. Are we going in? No. We will save going here for another day. But we now know there's an ancient city all the way over here, so that's awesome. But it's probably worth, if it's going to be all the way up here. We've got the access to the caves down there. Let's fly up over the clouds. That's cool. Let's park it here, and we're going to drop off a waystone. Ancient... Well, we could call it Ancient City too, but that's a little bit boring. Let's call it, Forgotten... I can spell. Forgotten Mountain City. And that'll make it stand out a little bit, so... We'll come back another day and see what we can find down there. But not today. Well, we've got another village over here. We're going to go over to this village, then I'm going to take a short break. That way, also we can let the ads run, and then nobody gets interrupted by ads. I usually do about 3 minutes of break, do a break, and I'll usually run 3 minutes of ads. What that then does, it means nobody gets any pre-roll, and there's no ads for a full hour. And I honestly like that, because it means everybody gets an uninterrupted bit of playtime, or watch time rather. And it's also, you know, plenty of time to refresh your water, get yourself a snack, that sort of thing. Hey, Twitch Turbo! Woo! But I know not everyone has that, and it's also a good reason for me to go get a snack. Because I've been going for a little bit, and I haven't eaten much. I had a very light lunch, so... Alright, let's pop that away. I saw an Eevee. Will it still be there when I turn around? That is the question. I don't think so. Oh, no, it is! There it is! Let's go check out the Eevee. Hello there. Oh, we're getting good on the stats again. There we go. We'll take it. And then we'll have a quick explore around. I'm not seeing anything on the map that would indicate a teleport, but that doesn't mean there won't be one around here. But even if there isn't, like, we've got the city, like, really close by, so we don't technically need it. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a bundle! Thank you, Backport. Will we use it? No! But we've got one. And that's what counts. Hello, Kefki. So if you've been playing, like, Cobblemon, but you're, like, looking at some of the current updates to Minecraft and going, oh, take a look at Vanilla Backport. Because that lets you kind of retroactively add a few things in. That's why I have Pale Oak. That's why I've got the bundles. And I've no doubt when 1.7 drops, it won't have access to the Mounts of Mayhem update, but the Vanilla Backport will allow that to be added at least a little while after, and that's going to be amazing to mess around with. I'm really looking forward to that. Because lances are going to be amazing, and like for like playthroughs on SMPs and things. Oh, I can't wait for like jousting on like the backs of Pokemon. That's going to be so funny. Can you imagine like Sharpedo jousting or Lapras jousting? That's going to be really funny. Like, that's the kind of fun I want to have, you know? Mincer thing. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I've got a full set of mints, so I don't need to take any with me. Right, come along. Come along. Do I have anything in here? Nope. Okay. I will say one of the things that playing Cobblemon Academy spoiled me for is getting currency. I actually really liked. I I'm a big proponent of their Safari Zone. Um, so that's something I have to watch out for. But I like some of the dungeon stuff they have integrated in their mod pack. So that might be something I might consider down the line. Or I might jump back in and do another weekend where it's that. And here comes the API problems. All right, I'm going to just go AFK for a short bit. I'm going to refresh my water, get a snack, do the same, stretch your legs, stretch your limbs, and I shall return shortly. See you in a bit. There we go. Welcome back, everyone. All right. Grab myself a snack, so you might hear me occasionally munching. I'll try and be quiet. There we go. Whew. All right, let's have a look. What can we... Oh, hello. Let's go over to this tower. Then we'll figure out where we're going next. Now, the question is, do we want to head north and, like, kind of do, like, an up-down pattern? Because I kind of feel like that might be worth it. Just to, like, fill out the blanks on the map. But we've got another little pumpkin valley here. That's really cute. This, I think, is going to be a good place for, like, pumpkaboos to spawn and stuff. And, of course, you've got the autumnal deerling as well. If in doubt, this is the place to go for that. And there it is. We've got a tower over here. Now, you can kind of see where it's... The generation is a little awkward where it's got a super square flat underneath it. But it is what it is. Now, let's see. Do I have... I put the brush away, didn't I? I put the brush away. Now, typically, it's just coins and battle items that you can get from in here, as well as pottery shards. Not to be confused with shards. Because I did actually look this up, because I was like, well, why? What's with the name change? Why is the name different? Why is it, I mean, it's a shard of pottery. Why is it called a shard? And it's because that's very specifically pottery. And it's an like used by archaeologists, because anything could be broken and you can find like a shard of a weapon or of wheels or of tools. But a shard, S-H-E-R-D, that is only specific to pottery pieces. So, like, a pot has been broken. It might be a Roman era pot, or it might be a Grecian pot, or what have you. And that, let me down. There we go. And that name denotes that. I'm still trying to make the mod pack work. Seems like the Neoforge version's outdated. Ah, which mod pack's that? I actually learned that from one of Game Theory's old Minecraft theories. Ah, lovely stuff. Hey, we got a chest full of coins, rare candies, sunstone, expert belt. I have all these items I'll never use because I don't have any of the, like, the gym modifiers and stuff like that. Maybe I should. Although, I think if I did add that... Oh, one of my own I'm making for when 1.7 releases. Oh, I thought these towers were only for Gimme Gold time. We could get sus sand. Yeah, no, the sus sand purely just shards and combat items and coins. Because obviously this is a Gimme Gold tower. So it's very much Gimme Gold treasure. But, yeah, no, at the bottom of every one there is always some sus sand. Alright, so we've got lacking a little bit here for getting back up. Do I have... Let's grab some of the dirt. Let's do doop. Doop. Can I get up here? Yes. There we go. And then we also yoink this, as we do. And of course we got our Pokemon up here. You are terribly statted. Oh my goodness. There we go. So we got everything we wanted out here. Let's take a quick nap. Is there anything we can move around here? Let's put the rare candies in there. Put the gold block in there as usual. I hate when it does that. It usually means it's got a name assigned and it doesn't want to know anything about anyone else. Oh, did we lose a guild? Oh, we must... Oh, well, never mind. Nah. Do, do, do. Oh, the Galar fossils. I think I've got most of them. I think there's just 2 I need to get for, like, display. And then I think 2 combinations for actual Pokedex completion. I'd have to check when I'm back at home base. Again, it's like, you got this lovely, like, this stone sort of area. Like, you could easily see this being really good for, like, a little port city build if you were so inclined. Because you got this whole area that you could round out as being like, this is where all the ships come in, this is where all the stuff is. You could have, like, a big gate that lets the ships pass through into this, like, big river area. Like, I lack the skill to make that, but the fact that it's here, like, I love that Minecraft has so much potential with its generation. And that's even before you add my, like, mods that add additional, like, biomes and stuff. I feel like if someone wanted to do, like, a building challenge, have like 4 people on the same world. One goes north, one goes south, one goes east, one goes west, and they have a timer, and they're allowed to go out x distance within that timer, and then stop once they get to the end. And then within that distance they've traveled, they need to pick one of the locations they saw to make a build. And I feel like that could be a really interesting challenge. They've got more high mountains, and, like, again, like, they're all really different and they all look really lovely. Like, the Jade Cliffs having, like, a very green kind of sky color as well is really fun. But I forget what Pokemon come hang out around here. No, that's Shrubland. Let's go up here. What did I see on there? Oh no, just a Butterfree. Okay. Is it this one or... No, it's this one. It's all the common ones. It still makes me laugh that I still haven't actually seen one of them. I should level one just to knock it off the list. Oh! 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 I spy some archaeology! We've got so many of this particular one, but you know what? Don't care, because I could use the spruce wood. I really love the contrast there is in the terrain gen in your world. I'll probably give that combination a go if my laptop tolerates it. That's fair. I do have a PC. Technically, it's kind of getting on because I got it during the pandemic. But it's honestly, it has been such a workhorse for me. It has done the job. It is still going strong. And it's more than happy to keep going on Minecraft. And like, I bought extra memory for it, which went a long way as well. Because really, it's having enough memory to run everything that can be the real stopping point, alongside with, like, graphic card. It's just because, you know, Minecraft eats so much. So I'm wondering how big this is, given that it's got the whole log... whole tree going all the way down. Goodness me. Now let's dig ourselves out some space. Now we'll come over here. Put that in the corner there. I don't see this being too much bigger, but it's probably worth it just to go 2 this way. There we go. So now we've got a nice big cleared out space and we can start making our way down the levels. I was integrated with the mothers, nothing can do. Oh, you can't add additional RAM? I'm surprised. Alright, we're going to definitely need to switch over which bag we're using. So this one has space still, so we're going to do that. So we want this. Let's put down torches in each corner just so that we've got the lighting. I don't think anything randomly will spawn, but it's nice to have the lighting, you know? Now, I am notorious for breaking things, so we're not using that shovel. We're using the completely plain, untouched, does not have anything shovel. We've also got our excavator for the dirt and gravel that is definitely not got anything in it. One thing I like about having the border on the sus pad... Yay! Modpack works! Yay! I'm sure that it'll be fine. Like, one thing to do, double check, is if you have other Cobblemon add-ons in that mod pack, wait to confirm they've all been updated before you commit to a world. Before you generate it, because you don't want to break your heart over something that you've made that then you can't progress with, you know? Alright, so one nice thing I like about having like the border from the resource pack is it's really helped me identify what does sus sand and sus gravel look like. Yeah, it makes it just easier to see this way, but like you can also like compare it easily. So like this is regular gravel. This is sus gravel. You've got like the dark patch in the middle and it looks more like there's a swirl versus just the straight lines. Sort of diagonal lines. Whereas this, it looks like there's a swirl. It looks like there's something in the middle and that's what you're digging out. So we got roots. Got bone. For anyone new, I will always divert for archaeology. I can't help it. It is a weakness. That is a lot. I already have biomes we've gone and biomes are plenty, I think. Possibly one other. Like, I think... Because I think one of them stopped updating, got taken over by... I want to say, I think biomes are plenty, I think, stopped updating at one point, and that's where, oh, the biomes we've gone has come from. There we go. And we got this. And if nothing else, like, these are such a good source of coarse dirt and rooted dirt. If you're ever in doubt, do a bit of archaeology for Cobblemon. You will walk away with so much of this. Here we go. We've got this is a big spot. This mod pack I made is very me-coded, if that makes sense. It's very weird, but I like it. Honestly, as long as you like it, that is the most important thing when it comes to a mod pack. Young made a new biome mod for caves. Only 2, but they look cool. That is neat. And like, the dedication to make that kind of mod pack. Goodness me. Alright, not having huge luck here. Oh, I had dinner. So that's another route. Although these are going to be quite useful in future for cooking and things. But I believe they're also going to be changing how you obtain them. So in some ways, having my stash in advance is going to work out for me. Alright, so no fossils just yet, which... disappointing, but we can make it work. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch more revealed. Like, this is a big spot, which I think is why I'm also a little bit miffed that I don't have more fossils being unearthed. It feels like a bit of a tease, you know? One of the things that might hurt me the most while playing this mod pack is I probably won't be using mini-maps. I'm debating on it because I don't want to miss out on Shiny's rare spawns. I think there are other mods out there. Like, I know there's one mod that lets you... Oh, we got a gold ore. Like, does, like, notices in the chat when a shiny Pokemon spawns near someone. We have that over on the Obsidian Refuge. Give me a moment. I'll just double check what the name of it is. But it does like an announcement. And as long as you, like, I'd say turn off minimap, but keep the map. Because that way you still have to open up a few things and you've still got a little bit of challenge. But if you prefer just to have the notice that, hey, a shiny has spawned and then you have to go, like, looking around for it, that is an option. Right, what is the... Okay, I don't seem to have that listed. Let's see. Mods. What's it called? I think it's just like... Is it shiny announce? I don't know. It might just be called shiny announcement. I'll have to ask around. Like, I know it's it might just be a server-side thing. But like I know that there is a mod that like does the announcement because we added it after a lot of feedback from folks. Generally it's like a lot of folks were saying, well, I have like this and this. I find it really hard to notice if I don't get a notification. Shiny spawn notification. Yes, there's some sort of name along those lines. I've considered putting it in this one, I won't lie. But usually I'm pretty good at spotting. Oh, let's try. I love the Ho-Oh model and thank artists for models who have too much time on their hands. Yes. The sparkles especially I really liked. Like, it just very pretty effect. And the Lugia look pretty good too. I haven't looked closely at the Latias and Latios models, but I'm told they're not bad. I will take people's word for it though, because they're not legendaries I know very well or very fond of. So what I'd like to see is like a really good sort of update for the legendary beasts or dogs, depending on your preference. Yeah, the modelers adding some Ditto faces for funsies did tickle me. Obviously, it's not official. It's just something they've done for fun. But I hope future discussions end up being positive enough that they include them in future, because that would be like, it's just a funny little touch. Alright, we've not had much luck so far. Alright, that's a fairy feather. Will this brush break before we find... Yep, it broke before we found a fossil. Fortunately, I have loads of brushes. But you'd think we'd have had one by now, because this is a huge fossil site. What's going on? Like, looking here, like... Starting from here, like, these are all the things we've unearthed so far. None of them are fossils. What is going on? Oh. Oh well. Alright, let's clear... Oh! Hello. Good thing I didn't go into the wall there. That could have been bad. So we might need to expand out a little bit. So if we do silk touch and push a bit this way. If they make Digispawn as a Pokemon that is spawned in that area with the Digifrace, that would be a hilarious addition. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no, that's for sure. Oh, do we need to dig out a little bit this way as well? Doesn't hurt to, it seems like. The deeper we go, the bigger this patch gets, but still not finding fossils, which is a little concerning. But we are finding lots of items for Pokemon, so it's definitely not definitely a Cobblemon spot, not a Minecraft archaeology spot. Alrighty, let's get that out of the way. Oh! Oh! That's our first fossil! Even if the dev team decides not to fully implement them since they have models in the code, there's bound to be a data pack properly doing it. Yeah, absolutely. People see it, people like it, and they might even like do some of their own fan designs. The fact it hasn't been done yet honestly surprises me. You would think that'd be something someone would have added by now. Oh, we're going all the way over here now. Okay. Into the depths of the walls. What do we got? Oh! Alright, we got ourselves an ice stone. Not what I was expecting. Let's clear out some more of this. So we've got a chance of at least one more fossil. It's not a high chance, but there's still a chance. Alright. That chance just decreased further. But it is what it is. There we go. And then over here, put that there. I admit, I did have to sympathize a little bit when they got asked last night as things rounded out. And they were like, I think someone asked, like, well, do you have any surprises planned? And they're like, well, we're open source. Everyone can see everything we're doing, so we can't really hide. Aside from, you know, things like release dates and that sort of thing. There we go. But, like, that's understandable. Like, even if you wanted to, you can't really, like, conceal things. Especially when you're open source and sharing with everyone. Which, yeah, a little bit of a shame, but at the same time, it makes sense. Last one. What is this? Oh, it's a root. You are the most disappointing find. Although, are you continuing over here? Surely not. Nope, just 2 random blocks. Okay. So I think it's safe to say that is all we're getting. Aside from an excess of... Or maybe not. Okay. This pit is surprising me more and more every time. What the hell? You're supposed to be done by now. What is happening? Also, like the new devlog Discord and YouTube channel. It's nice to see the progress. Yes, 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 yes. I love seeing progress for these kind of things. Like, I can't do it, but I can appreciate the work that goes on into it. And what's really great is seeing like the discussions and the thought processes, and even like disagreements on what should or shouldn't be added in. And why, and like balance reasons. Like, I really appreciate that they think about stuff like that in terms of gameplay, because there are so many people who do make mods and things that where it's just incredibly broken, and incredibly broken can be fun. Don't get me wrong, but it's not necessarily healthy for long-term like work or survival. You know. So the fact that they're thinking in the long term, they're thinking of stuff that is fun, but needs to be ongoing. Like, I really appreciate that. Alright, so we got... That could go back in there, and then... Aha, I'm in the right place. There we go. We can dig this up, because why not? Can always use more spruce. And that, as they say, is that. Okay. We have cleared out a whole chunk over here. So we're going to just fly back a little bit just to uncover this. And once we get back up to here, we'll head home, and then I'll show off a couple of the spots we found, like the ancient city from before I mentioned. Whee! Alright, so we need to come over, edge over a little bit this way. So we've got a bit of dark forest here. Because then I love things like this where you've got, like, obviously like the birch biome, like 2 different birch forest types, and then you got this like allium forest that leads up into like this little mountainous area with all the fir trees and such, and then just the lovely autumnal colors up the top. I love that. It's fun to come back and see the excavation I've done. That's fair. I don't really need to do that for this world. And it's far enough away that I won't remember it's there to go and investigate it, so might as well just seal up the hole, and then I don't have to worry about it in future. Alright. Oh, we got... Oh, it's dacite. Oh, it's a dacite ridge. Okay. That's because it's got those big old honking, almost Pokeball-like, sort of rock outcrops on the ridge. Those fossil structures are why I love Create. I can make a large drill and center on the tree and then go down to, let's say, blacklist, sus, gravel, sand. That's nice. I don't play Create. I think the series, like, I've watched the Cobblemon X Create series. It's lots of fun, but I don't think I'd enjoy playing that, to be honest. Oh, hang on. No, that was not what I thought it was. I love the sort of lavender fields and the trees surrounding it. They're so pretty. Then we're over here. So we're going to edge up over this way. Again, it's always worth just keeping an eye out, because sometimes there's like interesting structures. Like both like cave entrances count as interesting structures to me. And of course, one of the downsides to flying is you can often miss Pokemon spawns. But I do enjoy a good flight, so... Okay, fair enough. Almost edge over here. Because I think it's one of the forest biomes. Oh, hello. So this is another ruin patch, but it's Gimmighoul themed. So here's an example of what I said. That 8 or 9 times out of 10, this is just a chest. And then that one remaining time, it's an actual Pokemon. But in this case, chest. Ah, fighting gem. Yes, excellent. Okay. So we're going to just chop this. And we suck up all the things in there. Then we come over here. Loot not generated. Again. Got that. But it's fun to come back by these ruins and see, like, has a Pokemon spawned. But, like, normally I would go for these, but I know it doesn't have anything in it that I want. So I can save myself a bit of time. Again, loot not generated. This is a first. I haven't had one where all the chests are chests and not Pokemon. Although sometimes under, like, this structure here, like, when you start digging it out, sometimes if it's particularly thick, you can keep going down, and there's a little, let's take a peek. Is there anything under here? No. But sometimes there's like a little tomb structure underneath. Those are fun. Oh. Hello, trial chamber. I won't remember you're there, but it's fun to know you're there. Yeah, no, sometimes there are, if it's like a little bit like this one, but it's thicker, there'll be like a little tomb, and you can get some of the, like, the teacup stuff, like the Sinisty cup, antique, like this one, like the chipped pot. You can get like those down there in particular, and a couple other things. They're not super common, but they're fun when they pop up. Again, some of my favorite flowers, like these ones, they make such pretty biomes. And then you get this forest here, the Enchanted Tangle. It's so pretty. And of course it's attached to one of my other favorite structures over here, which is like these pillars of stone. The fragment jungle, there we go. And then you get the bright orange over here. Like, beautifully coloured, like this is the Weeping Witch Forest. Like, what an amazing combination of, like, glowing wood you have side by side, you know? Oh, hello. What is that? That looks like a fancy house. Whoa. Look at this one. How pretty is this? This is definitely added by one of the biome mods. Like, it's not a dungeon that I can tell. Oh, yes it is. It's got dangerous mobs in it because I just got blinded. 10 seconds. Okay. That was a bit unexpected. Is it worn off yet? There we go. So it looks like we've got evokers and things in there, so I'll need to be extra careful. A little bit dangerous, but that could also mean Vex, and I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with the Vex. Oh. Hey, excuse you. There we go. All dead. Well, dead again, I suppose, as they're zombies and things. But we want the gold block. Whoa! Typical creeper. Ooh. We'll take you, and we'll take you. We'll take you. We'll take some of you, and we'll take Awakening. There we go. Alright, have fun with the rest of the stream. Thank you for hanging out, Matt. It's been lovely having you as usual. Have yourself a lovely day. And we'll definitely catch up later, I'm sure. And then we can mop all these up. This is a Pokemon. Oh, that's not bad. It was fun catching one of the Cobblemon streams again. Yeah, it's always good to have you. I'm glad you were able to join us. There we go. Oh, almost. Not quite. Right, let's see. Can we get you to go to sleep? That would be nice. It, in fact, worked. Mau Mau is kind of notorious for taking like 3 or 4 rounds before something will fall asleep. So, always worth praising her when this succeeds. Oh, it woke up. Boo. We're gonna get you asleep one of these days. Go back. Go back to sleep. Also, what's your Final Fantasy 1 class you mostly play? FF1. Ooh. Oh, 14. That is an important that is an important distinction because FF1 is very different from FF14 in some ways. Right now it's Summoner. I really enjoyed Summoner before the revamp. I'm honestly one of those people who likes the revamp. I know it's a lot more simple than it used to be. I know that's been a point of contention for a lot of people, but I really enjoy it. I just really like bopping things and getting stuff done. Red Mage is like one of my forever classes. But because I have a Viera. So until recently, I couldn't wear the hat. And that kind of, you know, that kind of makes a big difference, you know? Alright, so it's creepy wizard house. And we'll save that and we'll come back and tackle that house another time. Might need to load up on some milk though. Just in case. I think we can manage it. Let's head home. So this is my little starter house. It's my base of operations. It's what I've been using for a while. Alright, let's put this down here. And we've got our enchanting setup, which is, again, like pillars. Because this was, like, built out of the ruins of a very old civilization that used to be here. Let's pop in, have a quick nap. And then I can show you my town. Other classes I enjoy. When I first started 14, I played Monk. I played Monk all the way through Stormblood. Immediately switched to Red Mage as soon as I was able. But I still like going back and playing it. I'm very fond of it. I've liked some of the revamps they've done. I know they've tried really hard to keep it up. I like Dragoon. Who doesn't like Dragoon, honestly? But generally, I tend to be the backline girly. I used to be a healer in WoW. Not so much in 14. You guys are perched again. You look so silly. Oh my gosh. Why? But yeah, this is my village next to my starter house. Big project that I've just kind of completed is this wall here. Or at least phase 1 of it. We've got it built. We've got the first line of decoration to give it a bit of shape. Interrupt the flatness. That's all done. We need to add some more lights to it, but that's fine. That's something we can do over time. We're going to add a tower here. And then all the way over here, we'll have another tower here. These are 2 old watchtowers that keep an eye over the wastelands in case of any danger coming in. We built this lovely road running through the middle of it. And so the next really probably project that I'll be starting in the village is to start renovating some of the buildings. Hence why I'm excited for different woods. Like, I think the Pokemon Center is the one that I'll change first. I might try and make it look a little bit more like the ones from the games. I also know like there are mods that you can add that any new ones that spawn obviously will look more like traditional Pokemon centers, but I might use those as reference for building. But otherwise, like different houses, we might take some down, make them bigger, or keep them small, just swap out the bricks for something else. It's a really good opportunity to really just practice building and trying different styles and seeing what I think works or doesn't work. The walls are meant to be defense against zombies and things, but if they're going to get in, they're going to get in. Hence why so many golems still keep spawning. I also want to kind of keep an eye of, like, I want to add something here to expand the farm, but also, like, what would be nice for Pokemon to have? Like, if they're living in the village as well. What sort of spawn, like what sort of things do I need to think about that would let that? Yeah, the saccharine tree is going to be so good. But I also want to make more little relief walls like this one, like, 'cause this shores up the ground here to prevent this collapsing down on top of the farm. So I'm thinking, like, I want to put maybe one of those over here. Maybe a little bit here as well. Like, so obviously we've got the staircase. Maybe fill this bit, like where it's dirt right now, maybe fill that in with stone. Oh! We got a wild Jolteon. Wild Jolteon! Let's go catch it. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. It's hiding in the hay. I love that. Okay. Oh, your stats aren't terrible either. All things considered, for a wild one. Let's see what we can get. Let's... Grass whistle. Let's see. Do you have the data pack as the extra evolutions? I don't think I have that on this, but I can probably get it. Depends on if I feel like it. I don't like adding fake evolutions. That's of no interest to me, but I like... I do like the mod pack that I think Yarrow did, which gives you like the obsidian Umbreon. That's fun. I like having that as an option. But generally, I try to stay as much the same here as vanilla as possible, for the most part. You're asleep without an animation for the sleeping. That's fine. Hopefully those are coming in the future, because I know they redid a whole bunch of animations for Vaporeon. Like, it's got a way better swim animation now. Although I do want to look up the data pack that adds, like, but I think it might be, like, one of the, sort of the combat ones, or, like, the radical trainers, that adds, like, the crystal onyx. I'll have to look that up, but, like, the crystal onyx is so cool. Alright, we're gonna send out Ingram instead. Ingram, where are you? Why are you up there? You know what? We have plenty of Pokeballs. We've got repeat balls. We've got the timer ball. Let's see if one of these works a bit better. And there we have it. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Ingram. But yeah, there we go. Who doesn't love a wild Jolteon? But I'm really glad I did a bit of work to do this pathway through, especially with the stairs. Because it makes getting around the village a lot easier. Especially because previously, like, it was just very much, like, all like this. like straight drops up and down. But I feel we can do better than this. Don't do it! You've got so much to live for! Yeah, so we'll, oh, efficiency 4, not bad. But we'll, definitely have a play around. Like, I have little things that need to be done. Like, I want to take this wall here, which I based on slate walls here in Ireland. And I want to just extend it along here, and then cup it off here. And that way nothing's going to come in over the water and into the village this side. For the most part, I don't expect anything to come over on the far end here. But it probably wouldn't hurt to maybe do something similar. But on the other hand, like, this runs all the way down to the water. And then we've got the bridge here, which is also boxed off. Like, it's got a fence at the other side that you've got to pass through. So, like, I kind of like leaving this open. And this side as well. Generally, the lore is they don't like to build on the calcite if they can possibly help it. They were not happy when I built that bridge, but it was necessary. But I don't remove the calcite if I do build on it. Because this is considered sacred. But yeah, so that's what we've got right now. But I think looking at the time and the fact I'm also really, really hungry, I'm going to call it here for today. So we're going to just go back into the house. It has been really fun. Exploring especially. I will be back with more streams on Sunday. Where we'll be playing more Armored Core 6. Sundays are my sort of variety stream day more than anything else. I will go through my Steam backlog on a Sunday, and right now we're playing Armored Core 6. We've been doing that the last few weeks. We finally got past a big roadblock that was Chapter 4. Now terrible things have happened, and we're into Chapter 5. And I'm so excited to see where that's going. And then Monday, we'll be back in Minecraft, Monday morning Minecraft, my time. And yeah, we'll be back on this single player world. I am thinking of doing like a return to the Cobblemon Academy mod pack as well. If that would be something people would be interested in seeing. So we might maybe make that like the Wednesday stream. But we'll see. For now, we're going to be focusing on this world. I'm really happy to come back and really spend some time. Why are you here? Oh my goodness. Anyway, well, I will catch you all later. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. I really appreciated you being here. AM Lord, Matt, Lilia, like everyone who came by, who said hello in chat, even those who just passed by briefly, and anyone who's been lurking in the background. I hope you had a good time. And if not necessarily interactive, then I hope you were at least able to enjoy the good vibes. Have yourself a lovely evening, and I will catch you on Sunday.